Okay, Melissa, I'm making this just for you because I'm doing kale chips. And the most important part about cooking it is how you put them on the pan. And I don't have my thin cookie sheets here, but you can see the size piece that I have in relationship to my thumbnail. They're not real big. And that is going to cook them better. And you want to give them a lot of room on the pan. Spread them out. Of course, I've done my massaging, you know, where I really work the olive oil into the leaves using my special seasoning. You don't need that really expensive olive oil. You can just use the regular stuff, but just buy olive oil that's extra virgin in these dark containers because it keeps it fresher, and there's a lot of fake olive oil out there. So I try to use a brand that I can trust to be real olive oil. And if it's in a dark container, most of the time you can trust it. So anyway, to go back to the pan, I like the thin aluminum pans, but I'm using copper here because that's really all I can get. And I'll show you how I spread it out on the second pan. Okay, just kind of spread it around. Single layer. Single layer is really, really important. Then I just kind of fill in the holes. You want them to be able to crisp up without being stacked on top of one another. So yeah, single layer is real important. Okay. Now these pans are ready to go in the oven. And when you're going to do two pans, try to leave some airflow. I'm going to do two pans. Put one on one side. There's some noisy birds out there. And we're going to do stagger them so we have some airflow. Okay. And then I set my timer for 10 minutes. But sometimes I'll let them go for 12. Depends on the kind of kale I have. And the kind of kale that I have right now is a little bit tough because I'm using bagged kale. It's not half as nice as what we get, but that's all I can get right now. So that's what I'm doing. And that'll be out in about 10 minutes. Then you cool it before you take it off the pan. And while you're taking it off the pan, you can start your next bowl of kale. This is what I'm going to do. And utilize your time. Other than that, it's super easy. Just here, I'm gonna try to cut up some. I gotta find a place to put this where you can see me chop this kale so that you can see how small you get. Okay, these have huge stems. So I take those off, and then that leaf is even too big. So that gets chopped in half, as does this one. So, yeah, that's a little too long. So I would cut that in half. And then just keep going. If you see any stemmy parts in the rest of your leaf after you take the main stem off, like that, I just take that and toss it. Cut up the rest of it. So that's all you gotta do, and you're gonna get tender kale chips. Okay, that's it. Good luck.